Well, over the last year, I've been working on the data side of the company. I've been working down in Surrey to further expand my experience, and over that course, I've been learning loads of new things. I've been working with different people, and traveling away quite a bit is, it's a bit harder, but it doesn't really matter because I'm learning a lot more.
So over the last year, I've been doing lots of different things, installing data cables, structured cabling and stuff, which just involves taking, I think we had 2,000 cables on our last job, taking them to different points, terminating them, pulling it into the cab, setting up the cabs, which is not really electrical, but it is part of what we do at Darke Taylor, as well as the electrical.
Now I'm in my final year of my apprenticeship. I'm definitely excited about it, as there's only a year left, and I'm excited just to have my own independence and being able to go out on my own and work with different people and have a lot more trust put in myself, along with a van, better money. Yeah, there's just a lot of perks.
I feel good about being in the last year of my apprenticeship because I feel accomplished. Like, even looking at the videos from the first year and stuff, you can tell I've came quite a long way. Well, as an apprentice, I was being taught by someone else, and now I've got an apprentice working under me who I'm teaching.
Charlie and Jay's year this year, since we saw you last, I'd say that they've been on two different paths. I would say that Charlie's been quite settled in the department that he's been working in, and I believe we've been putting more responsibility on him, and actually he's had apprentices working for him. So Jay now has network cabling experience. So on the projects where we might have AV installs going on and various bits of network cabling going on and terminations, Jay will be advanced in that position. So he's got that in his armoury now, which is a real skill to have around our electricians. Charlie, he's training apprentices. He's working at Siemens at the moment, which is a long-standing client of Darke Taylor's. And actually, I understand that he's working with the team at Siemens and the facilities team, so he'd be learning different things. So when we're talking about what they bring, hopefully Charlie and his mindset will be able to build a relationship with that long-standing client of ours, and who knows, he could stay on site and maybe run that contract going forward. Who knows, hopefully.
I have definitely taken on more of a leadership role on site, as there's been times, more in recent times as well, I've had apprentices to myself for a couple of days, while if like my main boss is off site, I've had 1, 2, 3 maybe apprentices going under me for the day, because I know a bit more about the job and I can kind of teach them.
I think my training experience going to college and with JTL has been really good. Everyone's been really helpful. Whenever I've needed support, I've emailed, called, I've always got something back. And every time anything's ever needed sorting, it's always been sorted quite quickly. My key milestones is get my portfolio done, which I've got a lot of support from my training officer, Matt Hyde. He helps me, comes out to site, does all the checks. It just involves taking photos of my work and proving that I can do the job that I need to do to become an electrician.
So in the next year, I want to be able to take my M2 and pass that to gain my gold card, and overall just become a lot more independent and start going out on my own and doing my own little jobs. When I am qualified, I'll definitely look into further options. I want to maybe become a site foreman one day and eventually maybe even go into the office. But at the same time, while I'm on site, I can look at the testing and inspection course, or potentially becoming a data engineer, just to have all of this on my gold card, so that whenever I need it, I'm going to look like the best version of myself on that.
If I had a 5-year plan, I want to be running jobs, hopefully in the future, obviously expanding on my knowledge, doing as many courses as I can, and just sort of pushing my way up through the company. I think since the first filming, I've become a lot more mature, a lot more aware of my surroundings when I'm on site. Like, when you come onto site as a first year, it can be quite intimidating. You don't know what you're doing, who the people are that you're working with, but as you get to know more people and you get used to site, you can just go on a site, get a job and just crack on with it.
The thing that's impressed me about the two of them is the maturity, and probably if you went back to the vlog early days, you would see how much they've matured. And in fairness, working in a working environment, that's what happens. Being an electrician, that holds a lot of responsibility around safety and welfare of other people. The long-term hope of any apprentice at Darke Taylor is that hopefully one day they're sat in my shoes. But if everybody comes to work with that hunger and that want to better themselves or better their position, the company will go from strength to strength, and who knows where it's going to go in the future. I'd say Charlie and Jay definitely fit into that hunger in different ways. Hopefully Jay and Charlie give that mutual passion back to the company, and if they do, they'll have a bright future.